Hello everyone, it's Shamika Stevenson Davidson with Pre-College Solutions, doing a quick video on how to read a financial aid offer or financial aid awards letter. These terms are interchangeable, so don't get tripped up in the wording. It's going to say financial aid awards letter or financial aid offer letter. Either way it goes, it's basically telling you if your child is going to receive any funds, if any, from that university, either it being a scholarship, a grant, work study, or loans. So this is a very important part of the college process. I know that there are a lot of parents and a lot of students that get confused with either the wording or what does a financial aid offer or awards letter actually mean. So I'm going to do a quick little video to try to walk you through it. So typically this is how it looks. Now I can say that there are many different versions of this, but all of these categories will be on any version that you receive from any university. That it has to tell you the cost of attendance. It has to tell you if you are eligible for any grants or scholarships from the university and how much they are expecting you to pay if all the tuition and indirect expenses are not covered. So let's get into it. So at the top you see cost of attendance. So with the cost of attendance, if you see this first section, it says tuition and fees. And so it is broken into the fall and the spring. Now, this is a question I get from a lot of parents, especially first generation parents or college students. They always want to know if they could just pay for school flat out a year in advance. That you can't actually do that. The way that colleges are set up, you pay by semester. So there's a fall semester, there's a spring semester, and there's a summer semester. And so when you receive these financial aid award letters or offer letters, that's how it's going to be broken up, and that is how you have to pay. You cannot pay a year in advance for college. So that means that once you pay for the fall semester, you wait until that university provides you with the deadlines for when it's time for you to pay for the spring semester. Then you pay the spring semester, and so on with the summer semester. So as you can see, for tuition, which basically just pays for you attending classes and paying, for the professor to teach you, and maybe some academic fees such as some labs and things like that. That's the direct cost. So that means that's what anybody who decides to go to this university is going to pay. Now, if you look to the right, there are indirect fees. And so that is for a college student who plans on living on campus. You see there's housing, there's meals, there's books, there's transportation, that's personnel. These are the indirect expenses. And so if you look at the bottom where it says $14,007, that's how much it will cost in the fall for the tuition and the indirect expenses, and that's how much it will cost in the spring, and that's the total for the year, summer not included. Now, I want to point this out. You see where there's a line item for transportation and for personal. Those are optional. So each university has to put that into their indirect expenses. You do not pay the university for transportation or for your personal expenses. This is just an estimate of how much an average a college student pays for their personal expenses on campus, such as toiletries, cleaning supplies. If you live in a dorm, those type of things you would need for a dorm, personal items, things like that. So even though that amount is put in here as a cost, it's a cost that you occur during the semester. So there's no flat out, like the university is not going to cut you a check and say, here's the money for you to buy personal things. It's more as in, it's in here to let you know this is what the average has been for a college student that spends that much on their personal things. And the same thing for transportation. I think transportation is put in here in case you have a car, or if you would like to go home some weekends. So that cost is put in here, but that cost is not, don't expect that cost from the university, and you don't pay the university. This is just them estimating and putting it in here to inform you that, hey, that is a cost that you will need as well as a college student. Now, let's move to the second line, which is estimated cost of attendance. As I already kind of talked about, the $1407 per semester is the total cost for attending this school. But you can also take out the personnel and the transportation cost, because those are things that you're going to occur during the semester, and you would be on your own to figure out how to pay for those things. Now, estimated financial aid offer. Now, this is what we all want to get to. This is what the university is going to be offering you, if anything, for your child, or for you college student, to go to school. So as you can see, there's a Pell Grant amount. It is not a lot. It's only $473 for the fall and $472 for the spring, which is about $945 for the total year. And then this potential student received some grants and some scholarships. And so totaling it up, this person only received $2,323 in the fall, and $2,322 in the spring, and close to $5,000 total from this school. Now let's look at this, the cost of attendance. So now you take the cost of attendance and you subtract it from what financial aid offer is, and so that leads with $11,684 for the fall deficit, and $11,685 for the spring kind of deficit. So that means that is money that you, the student, you, the family, have to come up with if your child plans on attending this school per semester. So as you can see, once the financial aid has been given, now they hit you with the student loans. And so you have direct subsidized loan and an unsubsidized loan, which you can take part of both of these. I'm not going to get into what's the difference. That's a different type of video. But as you can see, $5,500 divided into the fall and the spring, and then a $2,000 loan divided into the fall and the spring, and it totals $3,711 for the fall and the spring. And so that is subtracted from the amount as well. And so now that leaves the college student or the family with $7,973 for the fall to come up with out of pocket to pay for a cost of attendance to go into this school, and $7,974 in the spring, and almost $16,000 for that whole year. And so this is what a lot of people get hit with once the financial aid awards letter or offer letter comes. And it's really heartbreaking that if this was a potential student, that is not a lot of money for them to receive. So I'm not going to get into my take, all the things I think a person should have done so that this amount wouldn't be so high. I highly encourage scholarships. If you follow me on social media, you know that I'm always encouraging that students do scholarships so that this amount wouldn't be so expensive. I mean, that's per year. that almost $16,000 per year if you were to go to this school. So just wanted to show a quick little video how to read a financial aid awards letter or offer letter, and I hope this helps someone. If you have questions, hit me up in the comments. Have a good day.